Did you know that Singapore Flyer is 165 meters tall? That's about the height of a 42-story building. It measures 150 meters in diameter and stands on 33,700 meters square of land, equivalent to 172 tennis courts. Each capsule measures 4 meters by 7 meters, approximately the size of a bus. With these impressive numbers, it's no wonder we're known as Asia's largest giant observation wheel. But wait, there's more. Singapore Flyer has a total of 28 capsules. Each can hold up to 28 guests. That means there can be a maximum of 784 people riding the Singapore Flyer at one time. One full rotation takes approximately 30 minutes. With the wheel moving at 0.24 meters per second or 14.4 meters per minute. On a clear day, you'll be able to catch sights as far as 45 kilometers all around, even up to Batam and Johor Bahru. The best part? A bird's eye view of the Singapore Formula One night race live in action.
Enjoy the ride. Today we're gonna see the whole Singapore through Singapore Flyer. I hope you are enjoying the introduction and let's enjoy the view.
Take in the charming view as we ascend on this giant observation wheel. Here, you will find a vibrant mix of heritage must-sees, picturesque sceneries, entertainment, as well as food spots that will delight visitors of all ages. Ready to discover these hidden gems with us? Little India. Little India is where the best of Singapore's Indian community comes to life. Buzzing with a myriad of historical and cultural wealth, you'll be spoiled for choice with all the activities that can be done, from shopping to sightseeing. A must-see landmark in Little India is the Sri Birama Kaliamman Temple, one of the oldest temples in Singapore. For a richer cultural experience, drop by Tekka Centre, a complex housing a food centre, textile and apparel stalls. Alternatively, you can pay the Little India Arcade a visit. Made up of a cluster of shop houses dating back to 1920, it is now a popular shopping area in the heart of Little India. Another popular shopping spot that should be on your list is Mustafa Centre, a 24-hour shopping mall. It spans across several buildings and houses over 300,000 products as well as services. At Little India, soak in the festive atmosphere during Thaipusam and Deepavali, two of Singapore's Hindu festivals. Thaipusam sees Hindu deities seeking blessings, fulfilling vows, and offering thanks. It often brings traffic to a standstill with its large and colorful processions. While Deepavali marks the triumph of light over darkness, bright colors, tantalizing aromas, and the light of 1,000 celebrations. Kampong Glam. Once known as a fishing village, Kampong Glam has transformed into a bustling hub filled with traditional stores, boutiques, and a mix of hip bars and cafes. Pay a visit to Sultan Mosque to admire its intricate architecture. Or spend the afternoon exploring the wall art, visiting quaint independent boutiques, and relaxing at a cafe along Haji Lane. Just adjacent to Haji Lane lies Arab Street, an area famous for traditional Muslim textile and handicrafts. And at Istana Kampong Glam, find out more about the culture, heritage, and history of Malay Singaporeans. Marking the end of the Islamic Holy Month is the festival of Hari Raya Idul Fitri. During Ramadan, drop by the bazaar at Geylang Serai, where you can find an array of mouth-watering traditional foods, textiles, garments, and handicrafts. Kallang River. Did you know that the Kallang River is the longest river in Singapore? It flows for 10 kilometers from the Lower Pierce Reservoir to the coast of Nickel Highway and has a few notable attractions worth visiting. One of them is the Singapore Sports Hub, a state-of-the-art, fully integrated sports, entertainment and lifestyle centre. Its centerpiece is the 55,000 seating capacity National Stadium, which is also the largest freestanding dome structure in the world. Along the Kallang River, you can also find the former Kallang Airport, which was Singapore's first civil airport. If you're simply looking for a spot to relax, come by the Kallang Riverside Park to enjoy endless hours of fun with plenty of facilities for all. East Coast. Calling all food lovers, check out Singapore's East Coast. What used to be the home of several kampongs in Singapore is now a bustling cafe scene, where you can find anything from trendy to traditional cafes serving local coffee or tea. Or take a stroll at East Coast Park, the largest park in Singapore, hosting several activities from waterfront, cycling to rollerblading. It is also home to the East Coast Park Lagoon Food Village, where you can satisfy your cravings for seafood and local delights. Alternatively, immerse yourself into the daily lives of Singaporeans at Marine Parade. Its seafront location, recreational and commercial activities have made it one of the most desirable places to live today. Changi Airport. Changi Airport has certainly come a long way since its humble beginnings in 1981. It has expanded to 4 passenger terminals, including the latest Terminal 4, opened on 31st October 2017. Regularly ranked among the world's best airports by Skytrax, Changi Airport serves nearly 60 million passengers a year and more than 100 airlines, flying to some 380 cities worldwide. Terminal 4 has further enhanced passenger experience at the airport with its new fast and seamless travel concept. Set to open in 2019, Jewel Changi Airport will bring together the outdoors, indoors in a fusion of nature and a marketplace. Singapore Strait. Due to its deep waters and strategic location, Singapore Strait has been an important sea channel to travelers and traders for more than 1,000 years. Built across the mouth of the 350-meter wide Marina Channel, the Marina Barrage supplies fresh water, serves as a comprehensive flood control scheme, and is also a lifestyle attraction. Along the waterfront is the Marina Bay Cruise Center, a two-berth cruise facility where you can board the largest cruise liners. Located next to the cruise center is the Marina South Pier. Here, you can get on a ferry to the southern islands of Singapore and enjoy trekking routes, tranquil beaches, and spot marine wildlife. Gardens by the Bay. Gardens by the Bay is one of the top attractions in Singapore. This multi-award winning 101-hectare garden set in the heart of Marina Bay comprises of 2 domes and 3 waterfront gardens. Inside the cloud forest, you can find some of the rarest, most diverse vegetation with its temperature-controlled environment. Over at the Flower Dome, appreciate the ever-changing display of flowers and plants from the Mediterranean and semi-arid regions. Finally, stop by the Super Tree Grove for the iconic tree-like vertical gardens. Designed with large canopies, these trees provide shade in the day and come alive with a display of light and sound at night.
We're so up high, guys. I hope you're enjoying this amazing tour and overlooking the whole country. Look at this. Enjoy, guys. I'm not quite sure what they're building there, but I'm sure it's something to complement all these iconic spots in this area in Singapore. A lot of constructions going on in some parts in the CBD area. I have the whole capsule to myself. How awesome is that? Let's check this out. Here's the Gardens by the Bay, where I took you in one of the videos, and we're just right above it right now. And of course, there's the Marina Bay Sands. It's Monday morning, guys, so it's very empty in terms of tourists. I can imagine this is so busy on weekends. Please don't forget to like, subscribe if you want to watch more of this.
And now, let's celebrate as we reach the highest point of Singapore Flyer. 165 meters above sea level. Take a moment to enjoy the best 360 panoramic view of Singapore. We're approaching the best photo spot of your journey, so get your cameras ready. As we begin our descent, spot the various landmarks, showcasing our country's heritage and cultural influences from yesteryears, with each having its own unique story to tell. So, where do we begin? Marina Bay. Marina Bay's unmistakable skyline is the architectural and national pride of Singapore. Built on 690 hectares of land reclaimed in the 1970s, Singapore's central business district features some popular sites not to be missed.
There's the Marina
Thus,
Bay.
pay homage to Singapore's national icon, the Merlion, a mythical creature with the head of a lion and a body of a fish. If you have time, catch a world-class art performance at the Esplanade Theatres by the Bay. Or visit Marina Bay Sands, an integrated resort which includes a hotel, luxury mall, convention space, and one of the world's largest infinity pools. Drop by to see NS Square, the world's largest floating platform, the primary venue of Singapore's National Day Parade. Formerly the key landing point for sea travellers, you can now experience a variety of waterfront hospitality and dining options at Clifford Pier. Sentosa. Situated off the southern coast of Singapore lies Sentosa, a resort island with many popular entertainment spots. Located at the entrance of the island is the renowned Resorts World Sentosa, an integrated resort with 6 unique themed hotels and world-class attractions. For a glimpse of Singapore's history, visit Port Siloso, home to a wealth of World War II memorabilia. Or enjoy a day of sun and sand at the Palawan, Siloso, and Tanjong Beach on Sentosa's southern coast. Chinatown. Singapore's historic Chinatown is a bustling mix of old and new, filled with traditional shops and markets, as well as restaurants and cafes. During Chinese New Year and Mid-Autumn Festival, Chinatown comes to life with an array of decorations, street bazaars, and performances amidst the hustle and bustle as Singaporeans make their way here to shop. Aside from the festive periods, there's still a lot more to experience here. Visit and appreciate the Tang Dynasty-style architecture of the Buddha Tooth Relic Temple and Museum. Or take a stroll along the iconic Temple Street with preserved shophouses occupied by a variety of restaurants and souvenir shops. Admire the magnificence of Sri Mariamman Temple, the oldest Hindu temple in Singapore. Experience a gastronomic journey along Cheong Siap Road. Formerly a red light district, it is now buzzing with the most eclectic and dining hotspots in the country. Boat Quay. Situated at the mouth of the Singapore River, Boat Quay was once the busiest part of Singapore's old port and has since transformed to a popular tourist destination. Take a trip down Nostalgia Lane with a cruise on the Singapore River. Stop over at the Asian Civilizations Museum, devoted to exploring the artistic heritage of Asia, particularly the ancestral cultures of Singaporeans. Another must-see is the Victoria Theatre and Concert Hall, one of Singapore's most recognizable landmarks. Along the river, pay a visit to one of the two official statues of Sir Stamford Raffles, founder of modern Singapore. Near Boat Quay, you can also find La Pasar, a national monument that has been converted into a food center offering the best of local cuisine. Enjoy the historical architecture of Fullerton Hotel, previously home to Singapore's General Post Office. Civic District. The Civic District features some of Singapore's more notable historic buildings and spaces. Visit the National Gallery, where you will find the largest public collection of modern art in Singapore and Southeast Asia. Or find serenity at St. Andrew's Cathedral, the oldest Anglican church in Singapore. At the heart of the Civic District, you'll find the Padang, the very place where our late Prime Minister, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, announced Singapore's independence in 1965. This is also where the very first National Day Parade was held in 1966. Since then, the annual celebration has become a stunning spectacle of military parades and multicultural song and dance performances as Singapore remembers its rise to independence, emerging on the world stage as a major commercial hub, financial center, and global player. Fort Canning. Fort Canning was an artillery fort built in 1861. Aside from this historical monument, it houses other museums that give you a glimpse of Singapore's past. Visit the Fort Canning Park, an 18-hectare space with outdoor lawns offering a variety of arts, heritage, and nature experiences. You can also find Southeast Asia's first philatelic museum, which serves as a custodian and curator of Singapore and world treasures of stamp-related history. Learn more about the distinct culture and tradition of the Peranicans at the Peranakan Museum. For history buffs, look no further than the National Museum of Singapore. It also hosts a dynamic range of events throughout the year, from art installations and festivals to performances and film screenings. Be sure not to miss the vibrant Old Hill Street Police Station, with 927 windows adorning its facade. Bras Basah. By the Stamford Canal lies Bras Basah, home to museums, national monuments, and a number of distinguished institutions. Visit the Singapore Arts Museum, where you can find contemporary art of Singapore and Southeast Asia. Or take a walk along Waterloo Street, home to landmarks like Kwan Im Tong Kut Chau Temple, Ma Hinaboth Synagogue, Sri Krishnan Temple, and more. Finally, take in the exquisiteness of the Armenian Church, the oldest Christian church in Singapore. Or you can admire the beauty of Chimes, a historical building complex with a Gothic-style chapel. Today, it is one of the most popular restaurant and bar enclaves. To see Singapore's heritage, arts and culture in an entirely different light, visit the Singapore Night Festival, an annual urban art event. Enjoy the interactive light installations that turn the facades of the Singapore Art Museum and the National Museum of Singapore into works of wonder. experiencing the food, culture, art, and other attractions, don't stop to find out more about Singapore. The journey doesn't end here, as Singapore constantly evolves and reinvents itself. And one of the key areas to look forward to is the Marina Bay. Built on 690 hectares of reclaimed land in the 1970s, the iconic skyline now features a diverse mix of residential, retail, entertainment, office developments, and some of Singapore's most popular tourist destinations. However, this is just the beginning for Marina Bay, as more plans will soon be put into place. These include a more lively and mixed-use residential district at Marina South that combines the vibrancy of city living and the best of green living in all its development. We can also look forward to the opening of the fourth desalination plant in 2020, the Keppel Marina East Desalination Plant. The first of its kind in Singapore, the plant will be a large-scale dual-mode desalination plant that can treat both seawater and fresh water while serving as a recreational spot for visitors. Another much-anticipated project is the Founders Memorial, set to open in 2025 to commemorate Singapore's founding values and ideals. With all these exciting developments and more, you can look